So, alcohol. How much should you be drinking? Now, as a health professional, as an exercise scientist, as a personal trainer, I just recently set a boundary for one of my clients, and theirs was 10 beers on a Saturday night. This is in a weight loss, health, fitness program. Now, it sounds silly, I know. It sounds counterintuitive. It sounds like terrible advice. Until you look at the big picture, and I'm talking now hypothetically, not about one individual, but if somebody is looking to make change and you have a one-size-fits-all approach to fitness, you massively reduce your chance of success and adherence. So if I've got a client that drinks 6 beers every night of the week, and then on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then drinks more than their usual 6. And over the week they're drinking 50 beers plus or minus a few. And so the importance of allowing or creating boundaries around drinking alcohol, it's hugely important. And you can actually allow that person to achieve greater success, for it to be longer lasting, and for them to actually really enjoy the times when they do indulge. And that's just by setting boundaries. So, for example, this hypothetical client, they're drinking 6 beers a night, more on the weekends. If I say to them, all right, you've got to cut out all drinking, what do you think the chances are of that change firstly happening, and secondly being long lasting? It's not very high chances. But if I say to that person, okay, let's have a look at your week and let's cut out the nights that it's not really that important to you, and let's just set aside 2 nights a week where you can really sit down and enjoy it, and we'll have some boundaries around that, so you're not just going to go mad. And let's say on the Saturday night, drink 10. On the Sunday night, drink 6. So they've gone from drinking 50 plus beers a week to drinking 10, 15 beers, 16 beers. Now, in their mind, psychologically, do you think that's more manageable to go, from 50 to just putting it 2 nights a week and still having a solid amount of beer to drink? Mentally for them, it's much more achievable. And then on those nights, we've set boundaries around it. Just have 10, and I set some discouragements as well. There's things that if they don't stick to that, there's I guess consequences to that as well. But that means that person has now gone from drinking 50 plus beers to drinking 16. That's a massive reduction. Still not ideal. You still want them to be drinking less than that, but the chance of them sticking to this plan long term is huge. And as I've talked about before, once you can change one thing in somebody's life, it has a flow-on effect to so many other aspects of their life. So if while you're reducing the amount of alcohol they're drinking, we can start to talk about better nutrition. We can start to talk about moving more. Then they're less inclined to want to drink those 10 beers on a Saturday night. But if they do, they can enjoy it guilt-free. So one of the other issues that people have in these programs is they, let's say they say, I'm not going to drink any alcohol. And then it gets to Saturday night, and because it's been a habit of 30 years, they do. Now, they've failed already. They've not done what they've said they're going to do. So it's like, I've started now, I may as well just keep going. And they just keep drinking. And then they drink more than they should on that night. And then potentially that flows into the next day. They think, hey, I've already stuffed up. I'm not sticking to what I said I'm going to do. Why not just keep this going? And it has this flow-on effect. But if you allow them to have that time when they can have whatever it is that they want to enjoy and not feel guilty about it, then that's an achievement. Them sticking to what you've set for them, it becomes an achievement rather than a failure. And so that's another vote in their mind for the person that they want to be. And it's a positive for them. So then again, they're more likely to stick to the rest of the program, to continue doing the other things that change for them. So 10 beers on a Saturday night as a fitness expectation, in some circumstances, it can be good. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments, and any questions. I'd love to try my best to answer them. All right, talk to you soon.